Good evening, folks. I see several folks signing on. It's about time for HamShackTV Live. Got an action-packed show tonight with a lot of content that's going to be coming up. So go ahead and share this out. Get as many people watching as you possibly can. We'll be with you here in just a few minutes. Again, good evening, folks. We're about to come to air here in just a couple of minutes. Make sure you send out that link, share out that link, get as many people watching as you possibly can. Tonight, we are wrapping up Hamvention, talking about what we saw, what we found, what we bought, and some of the speculation that we talked about on last week's show, live from 4 days in May. Share out the link, get as many people watching as you can. We'll come to air here in about a minute-ish, minute and a half, something like that. Come, let's get ready to do this thing. Light that candle. Good evening, folks, and welcome to HamShackTV. I'm your host, Josh, AA4WX. I do want to acknowledge some sad news here at the top of the show. I know several hams are NASCAR fans, and unfortunately, this afternoon, or about an hour ago, a little over an hour ago, we received word that NASCAR champion Kyle Busch suddenly passed away this afternoon. No information other than he was hospitalized has been given yet, but it was a serious illness. The most wins among any driver, period. Even Richard Petty, maybe not the most wins in Cup level, but in the Truck Series, what is it now, O'Reilly Series, and the NASCAR Cup Series, he has the most wins of anybody ever. So very, very sad loss for NASCAR fans and the motorsports world today. So condolences go out to the Busch family and the NASCAR family and everything in between. On a lighter note, we've got some new graphics here tonight. Meet the new HamShackTV logo. So we're excited about that. Trying to do a little bit of a brand refresh, that kind of thing, especially with all the new growth and that kind of thing. 37 folks are watching already. Appreciate you being here. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're not already a subscriber. If you are a subscriber, great. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up down below. That'll tell the YouTube algorithm that you want the video shared out with as many people as you possibly can. And heck, just go ahead and copy the link and drop it into your groups IO, your Discords, or whatever. Get as many people in here as you possibly can. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Gigaparts, and Gigaparts is some great friends of the show. Had a great conversation with Robbie, the owner of Gigaparts up at Dayton Hamvention. Great things coming down the pike for Gigaparts. Now's the time to get in on it. If you go to gigaparts.com, you can use coupon code HamShackTV. That gets you double rewards points, but that's not enough. You can get 4 times the rewards points if you have Gigaparts Rewards Plus. And what that does is that gives you 4 times rewards points on every purchase. It gives you a perpetual warranty, an extended return window, and an antivirus software. So it's really, really worth it, especially if you're sinking thousands and thousands of dollars into ham radio gear. This is a great program to be a part of. Gigaparts.com, or you can shop in person at their store, 6123 University Avenue in Huntsville, Alabama. We appreciate the support of Gigaparts here on HamShackTV. All right. One last thing on a personal note. I shared this out in the Discord the other day, but my wife is trying her hand at YouTube. So we're kind of excited about that. It is not ham radio. So she is not an XYL or a YL. Truth be told, she kind of despises ham radio, but she does like the fact that I do this YouTube channel. I'm going to drop the link to her YouTube channel in right there she is. It's Reset with Wit. Go check her out on YouTube. Give her a subscribe. We want to get her going the proper way. About to drop a link there here in just a second. Let's see here. There she is. Boom. YouTube.com/@reset-with-wit. @reset-with-wit. And right there's your link. Go check her out. We appreciate you checking her out. She is happy that I'm making that plug for her right now. So fantastic. All right. I think I've talked enough. Let's bring in the gang tonight. Michael's here. Hillbilly Dave's here.
What's
Marvin's
going on?
Levi, this illustrious cameraman from last week, is here.
Howdy, everyone.
Gray Man Poda joins us. Where?
Hey.
Where is he?
Hey.
What's up, dude?
And we are international tonight, fellas. We not only are we international in the audience, but we're international on the air. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Pepe HB9 EVT. Good evening, buddy.
Hey, Pepe.
Morning.
Good evening.
Or morning. I should say morning.
Yes, it is very morning there.
Yeah.
Yes, it's 2:00 in the morning.
Oh boy.
Goodness. Well, I appreciate you getting up early or staying up late, one or the other, to join us here. What I was excited to get you on here because I thought it would be cool to get some perspective from an international person who attended for the first time. Also want to welcome in as well, better late than never, Prep Ham Paul joins the show tonight.
Hey.
How's it going, guys? I
What's
just
going
thought
on,
I'd
Paul?
stop by. Just got in from work.
Glad you got here. All right. So everybody on the screen was at Dayton with the exception of Michael. and Hillbilly Dave. They live through us vicariously.
Yes, very vicariously.
So let's just go around the horn and start off with everybody's reaction to the event, and I guess we'll start with Marvin. You're closest to me.
Yeah, overall, that was a good event. Really enjoyed this year. It was good to, I'd had a couple videos prior to Hamvention that was talking about, some things and, kind of do's and don'ts per se, and some hints and tidbits. And, one of them was wearing good shoes. And, certainly after the day one, had a number of steps in and my feet were just killing me. And so the second day was much better. I mean, maybe just a few less steps I took as well, but it was definitely a lot of walking and got to, see a little bit of everything. And even though I was there for Friday and Saturday, I still feel like I didn't make it to one stinking forum at all this year. So, which was kind of disappointing. I don't know really where my time went and what happened to it, but really good. I've got some cool things to kind of, well, one thing I'll really share I did that I bought that I broke down and did. I probably shouldn't have, but I did anyway. Maybe it's a little motivation for me potentially. We'll see. And I'll share with that a little bit later. And then I kind of did kind of a cool thing on my channel. I'll share now as well as I went out and asked a bunch of amateur radio operators. You might be an amateur radio operator if. So I'll bring that screenshot up in a little bit here too. Share that screen out. It's on my YouTube channel. It's a live video now that's out there. And had a lot of fun making that one. That was pretty good. So that was a cool part of what was something I wanted to accomplish this year at Hamvention. And got to spend some time at the World Radio League booth. That was a lot of fun meeting. Got to see Levi again. I've met him before, but it was good to see him. And then just spent some time with other people, James, and got to meet Andy for the first time in Zero APX. We see him quite often on here, not here tonight so far. But yeah, it was overall a good convention. Got to spend some time at the Troll Pub on Saturday night. I got to meet a few people, but obviously I missed a few people like Pepe myself that I did not get to see there. So it's all good.
That's awesome. Glad you had a good time. It sounds to me, including my experience, that this experience at Hamvention was certainly a little better than the experience at Orlando. It seems like when it comes to the show. We'll talk about some of the other things later on, non-related. Levi,
I can tell you one thing: the price of the food are a whole hell of a lot better.
I told y'all.
And you know what? It's just better quality too. I don't know. I know quite a few people will speak about the bourbon chicken and sausage with rice, and they have one booth that's out there by one of the buildings. It's kind of almost on a corner, and I mean, phenomenal food. The coffee's always good in the morning, and it's just a different experience. It's a much better experience.
Don't promise me with a good time, Fat Boy and food. Yeah. Shoo, that sounds good.
I see KF8 CGJ's in the chat. He hung out with us last week at 4 Days in May. Speaking of him, his old buddy Levi. You're next up to hear from. What was your take on Hamvention?
Well, it was a first time for me, so I had an absolute blast. I thought it was going to be fun. I didn't realize how much fun I was going to really have. After the first night, I guess Friday night, we left and got back to the hotel room at probably 5:30, 6 o'clock, and I think we both fell asleep right away. It was just wore us out. Worked in the World Radio League booth each morning, and then had the afternoon to wander around and enjoy the food and enjoy the people. Got to meet almost everybody on my list that I wanted to meet. It was awesome experience. I highly recommend it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why we did the video a couple of weeks ago. You got to go at least once. If you have your ticket, you got to go at least once. Let's see here. Let's move on down to Prep Ham Paul. What's up, buddy? How'd you like Hamvention this year?
I loved it. It was my second year, so I had no stress. I wasn't rushing anything. I just did a live stream of the Boneyard, a live stream of some of the booths, and met everybody that I came across to meet, bought the things I wanted, and it was just a lot. I think it was a lot more relaxing than it was last year, which was my first year. And I felt a little more stressed. Like I got to go up and down every aisle. I got to see this second year was a lot better, a lot more relaxed. I met a lot more people. So the highlight was probably seeing Levi's Tundra, because we have the same truck, but he's put his radio heads in there really nice. And then my modern Morse key, I finally got my modern Morse key. I was very excited to pick that up, but I had a great time.
I'm muted. That is awesome. Nolan, I see you in the chat. Somebody that has credentials in my Discord, which I think is all of you. Somebody add Nolan back to the show prep channel, and Nolan, come on in here, join us.
I'm getting him. I got it.
Cool.
You got it? Okay, I was just headed that way.
We got to see
Old
him, meet
people,
him face to face up there, and it was good. It was good. Pepe, I'm gonna come back to you here in just a minute. Let's go to Gray Man. What was your take this year up there?
It was a good show. I really enjoyed it. It literally took me 3 days to visit all 4 buildings.
Wow.
But I will say this: it was really, because every 5 minutes I was, or every 5 feet I would get stopped and to talk to somebody, and that's really what I was there for. The commercial stuff, we see it all the time. That wasn't the big deal. The 4 days in May, the first night that we were there, the vendor night was great, and getting an opportunity to see people that are, the home brews, the mom and pop shops that are making stuff for amateur radio. That was really what I was there for. And I think achievement unlocked, most definitely. The other thing that I would say, actually, I just saw Chris Bricker in the thing. I did see Chris Bricker's doppelganger. I don't know if you guys saw that. And oddly enough, their call signs are just like three letters apart. The last letter is just 3 apart. And Marvin, I do not know if you know this, but the Dayton Hamvention YouTube channel live streamed all of their forums, and they are available on the Dayton Hamvention YouTube channel.
I did. There was something. Oh, KB9 VBR mentioned that they had recorded the forums, and so I was going to look out to their channel and see if I can find it. Yeah, so I'd like to go back and catch a couple of them. I just didn't get to. So yes,
good. As a matter of fact, I'm going to put a link. Hopefully that'll go through. If not, I'll make it repost it where it's linkable.
Yeah, it's going to
get it.
Yep.
I got it.
Guys, I am still here, but my camera battery died, so I've got to change cameras. So Marvin, pick it up there for a minute. Why don't you check in with check in with Nolan first, see how his was, and I'll be back with y'all here in just a minute.
Hey, good evening, Nolan. How are you?
Hey, what's going on, Nolan? You're muted, Nolan.
Hey, guys.
There you go.
There we go.
What's going on?
Oh, long day, man. Long day.
I'm going to say welcome back to the channel. It's been several months since you've been on here.
It's been more than several months. It's been like half a year
I
at
bet
least.
it's been at least a half a year.
Yeah, that's why. I was trying to be kind of good about it.
Yeah, work's been unfortunately taking priority to playing radio, but I'm currently driving right now, as you guys can see. Blue cruising it, so I got about an hour and a half of highway until I get home. Just stopped at the old Applebee's for the $15.99 all-you-can-eat fill-up. I'm pleasantly plump. But my first Dayton Hamvention, Xenia Hamvention, finally got to go. Been licensed since probably I don't know. Somebody look at my ULS. That's like 2015, 2016. No, it would have been before that. It would have been like 2012.
Wow.
I always wanted to go. Every year I was like, I'm going to go this year. And it was just never in the ticket. It was never in the books. And this year I put it on my calendar. I said, if I'm not doing too much, I'm going to try and get out there. and I probably shouldn't have gone because I was a little bit busy, but I'm glad I did. Went with my daughter. She's 4. She just turned 5. So yeah, she had just turned 5. And I really didn't have like a agenda. There wasn't really anything that I wanted to do. I just kind of wanted to go and kind of let the day play itself out, you know, especially when you have a 5-year-old or younger kid. Your plans may not coincide with their plans. And when their plans don't coincide with your plans, bad things can happen. So
Their plans are always going to win out.
Yeah, under certain circumstances. But when you have a 5-year-old redheaded daughter with the temper of her mom, the majority of the time, that number's up in the 90s. So she's also got me wrapped around her finger pretty good. So she usually gets her way. So we got there. We did the drawing. We unfortunately didn't win anything. But we got there Friday morning, bright and early, got in the drawing. I didn't know she could get a student ticket, so we ended up heading back to the ticket booth, grabbing her a student ticket, dropping her student ticket off. And then we went over and we built a radio, which was the coolest thing. So she sat there and assembled this little wooden radio that's got a little circuit board in it, and it's just an FM receiver, commercial FM receiver,
like a little crystal radio.
Oh my God, yeah! And she was carrying it around all day. Every stranger she would walk up to, look at my radio, and she was so happy and so excited. It was just the best.
That's awesome, dude.
But yeah, so I did have a little bit of an agenda. So last year, I saw M2 Antenna Systems had their Leo pack there, and they were doing a show special. Plus, if you know anything about the Leo pack, it's a bigger antenna, so there's a little bit of shipping on it. You didn't have any shipping because they actually had them there at the show. So that was kind of one of my big agendas, was to get there, grab a Leo pack, and head home with it. Turns out, so I get over to the Leo pack booth, and I'm like, all right, hook a brother up. And they're like, we don't have any. I'm like, what are you talking about? You don't have any. He's like, we don't have anything. I'm like, what do you mean you don't have anything? You're at a show specifically to sell stuff. And he goes, yeah. So we shipped it. We shipped it, and we had some stuff arrive, and then we had other stuff get shipped back to our warehouse because of the wrong address when it was shipped to the same address that the other stuff arrived to.
Wow.
So, needless to say, I walked away from Dayton, Xenia, with a kid's wooden Crystal FM commercial radio and a ton of memories. Because so I did have another side quest. I wanted to pick up a hex beam. So I'm like, all right, I can't pick up an M2 Leo pack. I'm going to pick up the hex beam. I'm going to get it. I want the buddy hex. I'm going to do it. I'm going all in. Go over to the buddy hex booth. Hey, let me get one of those buddy hex. He goes, oh, I'll have to email you. You'll have to order it, and we'll ship it.
What?
0-2. 0-2.
Wow.
So I got nothing walking out of there.
Nice.
We had to leave probably fairly early, around 2-3 o'clock, and right before we left, I was walking around, and I see the back of this guy's head, and I'm like, that looks familiar. This is gray hair, so you know how hard it is, how easy it is to spot somebody with gray hair at the Hamvention. I'm like, that guy looks familiar. So I reach over and tap him on the shoulder. He turns around, and it's my good buddy Bob and Jim. They were in the original club that I had first joined when I got first licensed, and I'm pretty sure he's the one that gave me my general test. Actually, the two of them were. So I haven't seen them in probably Oh, good 12 years. So it was good
Wow.
seeing them, talking to those guys again. And we got back on the road and drove home that night to go to the daughter's rodeo, which ended up being canceled. So we could have spent the whole weekend there if we had known the rodeo was getting canceled. So that's my Hamvention story.
It's quite interesting. Very good. Paul, did we go to you yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Tim,
Yes, sir.
we haven't got to you yet, have we?
We have.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Pepe's up next.
I can't remember where he dropped off from. Okay, so
Pepe.
let's hear your story and experience and traveling from across the ocean to Hamvention this year.
Well, it was. I loved it. It was impressive. Well, I'm used to larger Hamfests because I go regularly to the European Hamfest, which is in Germany, Friedrichshafen, every late June, and Hamvention is just 3 times more visitors, 2 times more booth, two times larger flea market, and so it's just the experience that what is different at the American Hamfest to a European Hamfest. And just what was really the exciting thing was meeting people I knew from radio, from art, RTTY, and from YouTube.
Sure.
Especially those who I only knew from chatting and didn't know how they were looking, and then suddenly they were in front of me. That was fun.
Very cool,
dude. You were fun on the live stream too. That was awesome when we had the live stream going and you came over like Pepe. Shit, yeah.
So I was always kind of wondering what if Frederickstein was bigger or smaller than Dayton Hamfest. And so obviously when they say Dayton Hamfest is the world's largest Hamfest, there is no doubt there's nothing bigger than Dayton in the country, in this world, on Earth.
Is that true?
It must be, because I thought maybe Germany was bigger potentially, but
no, I think Tokyo with 45,000 visitors is bigger.
Okay, yeah, Tokyo would be definitely bigger then, but that's more of an electronic show, is it, or is it all just amateur radio?
I don't know, Paul.
I thought it's just ham radio, but I don't know.
Which one? The electronics?
Tokyo
Ham Fair.
No, it's basically like a smaller version of Dayton, a single building version of Dayton. It's got AMSAT, POTA, DIY spots for kids, CW groups, the Cantenna guy, shout out to Norio. You know, it's got pretty much all ham radio stuff.
Okay, but Dayton is still bigger.
Oh, way bigger, yeah.
Way bigger. Okay.
Hamvention or Ham Fair in Tokyo is probably, it's one big building, but it's probably the size of 2 of the Dayton buildings, 2 of the big buildings.
So
Wow.
Dayton is the biggest ham fair in the world then, per se. So
That's cool.
Yeah, it is really cool that it's here in the U.S. and it's, I call it kind of centrally located, and they get 30,000 people roughly there. I always kind of still wonder how they truly do their math. Whether it's an accumulation of all 3 days, and you got myself coming in for one day and coming in for day 2, I come in for day 3. Well, that's is that counted as 3 or is that counted as one person buying tickets? So it kind of makes you wonder how they do ham math. But
I think it's based on ticket sales.
Is it just based on ticket sales?
Yeah.
I would like to think so, but just if they have the way to count the people coming in and out each day, or if they take the we sold 10,000 tickets.
It's got to be ticket sales, because
I
the only
think
people
so.
that were there was security, and security.
Right.
I didn't see like a little clicker on their fingers as people are walking through.
Yeah, I didn't see anything like that either. So it must be just based on ticket sales. And they said their ticket sales were up for this year. So I would expect that numbers to be, coming out in the next 2 weeks here. And they would probably be bigger than normal. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be good to see. I was thinking that walking around, I saw on day 2 a few more bigger boxes being carried. But on Friday, I didn't see a whole lot of stuff being carried out. And maybe again, I just didn't get it everywhere, all the time and whatnot. But it seems like there was people always kind of buying stuff at booths, but I'd say it was more on the smaller side of things. And I, like me, I bought a RT25 system cable. I bought a couple T-shirts. I bought the modern Morse key. So that's I'm looking forward to just playing with that a little bit more, getting my cable for it, and spend time with Aaron produces there over at Modern Morse, and he had just a select number of these available. And I know Andy N08PX picked up one of these as well, and they've got little magnets on the mount and the back on the metal, and it's like super cool. And they all have their own little individual serial number as well. So very cool stuff. And then I picked up a rig runner from. Oh, go ahead.
Did anybody else notice when you were trying to buy stuff at booths, you ran into a lot of rag chewers?
Yeah.
I noticed that when I was trying to actually like buy stuff at the Buddy Pole booth and the M2 booth, is like I got stuck. Oh, we got a signal stick too over the signal stick booth. I was like trying to give my money just to get in and get out, but I'm like stuck behind 3 rag chewers that are just telling their whole life story to the people running the booth.
Nola, did you announce short timer, no traffic?
I'm going to do that next year. I will do that next year.
You go short time, no traffic. Maybe the reg chewers to get out of the way.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I also ended up with a rig runner 4005i, which will let you control your 12-volt Anderson power pole ports over Ethernet remotely, which is kind of cool. So that will come in maybe 6 weeks. It might come in 6 months. It might see it in a year. West Mountain just doesn't have a lot of stock yet of things, but they said they were, getting them. They're coming in there, so we'll see what happens in house soon. But not a lot. A lot of small stuff I end up buying, but and then of course I can't forget my friends over at ABR Industries. Got the nice hat, the trucker hat here out of them, and really quality stuff. In fact, I called Chuck up, I think it was on Tuesday, and ordered another 20-foot section of, I need basically a long 20-foot pigtail of some rotor cable to go from my new rotor controller out to the box in the outside the house or the shed and into the rack. So, I called him up and said, hey, I got that coming, and I got to order another 165-foot cable to go down the tower for a 40-meter antenna too. So, yeah, it's always, getting stuff from them. So it's good product, good cables. Always good to see them there as well. And again, a lot of good vendors. And again, I think the ham radio, the Hamvention tends to be a big kind of family reunion to go back and see everybody every year. And it really is it's always a pleasure to see people and visit with them again as well. So, Dave, Hillbilly Ham. I guess Dave had to drop off there. He had some storms affecting him. What was your thought from videos and things that you're seeing and your perspective a little bit?
Oh, it looked like a good show. Had a blast on the 4 Days of May vendor night live stream. You missed that.
I've heard nothing but positive about that. So.
Oh, that was
fun.
That was a blast. Paul figured something out with streaming, because Paul's live stream was 3 hours, and I don't think it blipped once.
That's good to hear.
I don't know what you figured out, Paul, with those two, but whatever you figured out definitely works.
I hacked into a Starlink's set of satellites and just took all the bandwidth.
Well, for that 3 hour live stream that you did walking around with Mike, it never blipped once.
Good to hear.
Little do you know, he's on AT&T FirstNet.
I was actually on an AT&T. I bought an AT&T hotspot and then used my T-Mobile cell phone, and then linked him with the. I always forget the name of the app. There's an app that links them, and it tries to maintain because I'm trying. This was my test for Tokyo Ham Fair, because I hate when I live stream, especially from Tokyo. It's very grainy. That's why I 4K recorded and then released the 4K recording later. I'm hoping that the live stream will be clear. So it worked in Dayton, and hopefully it'll work in Tokyo as well.
And it worked inside the buildings great. So you definitely figured something out.
So you were using Starlink too, huh? And you're able.
No,
to
actually, I was kidding. It's an app that uses. It can't use two SIM cards, so it uses my hotspot, which was AT&T, which is the fastest network in that area, and then my phone is T-Mobile, so it was using both T-Mobile and AT&T to kind of balance and maintain your bandwidth. So it seems to work
almost like SD-WAN type thing.
Yeah, it is SD-WAN. Yep.
There's an app that does it. I always forget the name. I can see the name in my head, but I mean the icon. It starts with an S, but that app balances it all, and they'll charge a fee. It's called Speedify. They charge a fee above a certain amount of gigs, but I was in the test days. I was testing it, so I didn't pay for that.
Starlink for the win, baby. Starlink
it
for the win.
definitely worked. I mean, and overall the videos were good, but it's not the same if you're not there.
Yeah.
And I will be there next year. And
I mean, if you were watching,
I'm kind of like, I was watching the live stream because I wasn't there.
Well,
definitely
you and I had a different perspective, because we had a different perspective you couldn't get there. We were waist level looking at everybody's feet.
That's funny, actually.
True. But I'm more. I got more of Tim's thought on it. I go for the camaraderie and like 4 days in May for the QRP stuff. The big manufacturers, most of them aren't going to actually release their radios to Tokyo Ham Fair anyways. So it really doesn't. I mean,
yeah, a little bit of disappointment from that.
Even the releases were anticlimactic from all the manufacturers.
I think so.
But I kind of got more Tim's thought on it. It's more of camaraderie, and then see the smaller manufacturers.
Yep, it's always good to see them. They got the question. Somebody asked Paul about the sticky burger.
Mike, I don't remember the restaurant. He's going to have to remind me.
The tavern.
What was it called?
Archer's Tavern.
Archer's.
They
have a burger there that has peanut butter in it. And they call it, what was it called now? I forgot the name of it, but
Sticky Burger.
Was it the Sticky Burger? Or we were calling it something else, I guess. But it was actually really good. It came with a jalapeno jelly on the side if you wanted. I put that on it. Peanut butter hamburger.
A burger with peanut butter.
Yes, there's a place in Rochester, Minnesota. I mean, they have like 20 different types of burgers, and that's what
all right. I'm gonna have to try this.
But
there's like 4 or 5 of us. We're like, we have to try it, so we all ate it. Delicious.
Pretty much. I think that was the most ordered item.
The jalapeno jelly made it really good too.
I don't.
Dude, I have to try that. Okay, that when I get to Arizona, I am making peanut butter burgers.
No lettuce, no tomato, none of that stuff. Just peanut butter, burger, buns, and jalapeno jelly.
Bacon.
I think it's probably going to be a little bit of that sweet and salty or spicy type.
Did it have bacon in it? I can't remember.
There was big strips of bacon.
Bacon. I would think so. I think the one in Rochester, Minnesota has that.
Well, bacon makes everything better.
Yeah, pepper jack cheese.
And pepper jack cheese. That's right.
And so I actually I think Tuesday night we had hamburgers or maybe it's Monday. I don't know. I did it at home. I did the same thing. I toasted the bun on the grill and slapped some peanut butter on there and a double.
Now, is it mixed or is it just peanut butter on top?
It was peanut butter on the bottom bun.
Yeah.
The hamburger patty, the pepper jack cheese, the bacon, and then if you wanted the jalapeno jelly, you would put it on top.
And it was such a great experience. I just simply forgot the bacon. It was just that big of an experience, I guess.
It was good.
Welcome to Cooking with HamShackTV, everybody.
There you go.
Right, exactly.
See, but in my head, I'm thinking that the peanut butter was mixed with the meat.
Just spread on the bottom like mayonnaise or ketchup or whatever you put in.
To a certain degree, peanut butter will melt when it warms up. So if you put it on hot toast or a muffin, it'll get gooey. it'll get real gooey and everything. So I think that kind of added to the texture, the flavor of the hamburger.
That sounds like I don't want to be skinny.
Give it a try.
I've lost some weight. I'm wearing 38, 36s now. Waist wise, I was 40, and I weighed myself tonight, and I still weigh the same that I've weighed for the last 50 freaking years. And
Mike's like, I added 3 pounds after listening to that description of the hamburger.
Oh my God. But Tracy keeps sending me this food. I was like, I will never lose weight. I will never be a skinny person if you keep sending me this shit.
Yeah, but if you make your own sticky burger, you don't put lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, or mayonnaise on it. No. It's just peanut butter and meat, so you'll lose weight.
Yeah,
exactly.
You've got protein and fat. There you go.
You could get that stuff there too. That wasn't.
Yeah.
It just wasn't part of that burger.
It was the second option if you want to add it.
Yeah, you could add this stuff, but we all just went
as is.
Just as is. It was good.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Speaking of food, Pepe, when you came to the U.S., did you try anything particular that any restaurants or anything at the Hamvention you really liked?
The bourbon chicken at the Hamvention near the flags. That was an experience. I never had something like this before, and this is really lovely. So everybody has to try that when he's at Hamvention.
Yeah, that bourbon chicken. They have also some sausage you could have on the side as well with the rice, and that stuff was so good. I could have had 3 or 4 meals of that alone.
I will never be a skinny man.
How long do you guys wait in line to get food there?
Maybe 20 minutes. It really wasn't too terrible. Those vendors seem to move things through pretty quickly, actually. Not bad overall.
I looked at the
I don't know anybody that even ran out. For vendors, I would expect maybe to run out of food, and I don't know that any vendor did. I'm not saying they didn't. I just am not aware of any. So
I went for lunch 11:15, and then there was no queue.
Nope.
Yeah.
Right. So, I went up there at 1 o'clock and walked right up, and I thought honestly the sausages were better than the chicken to me.
Really?
Like those sausages were great.
They were. Yeah.
So Friday they started lining up like 11 o'clock. Before that, you could literally walk right up and get what you wanted. But like between around 11 o'clock and like 1, there were lines that were stretching from the food truck all the way across to the other side of the pavement in that kind of area. So I'm guessing there were probably good 30 to 40 people in each line waiting for food, and that scared me off. We went and the youth I can't remember the name of the organization, but there was a youth social that I brought Ellie to hopefully like talk to some of the other kids and kind of share common interests. She had no interest in talking to any of the other kids there. As we were leaving, she went in one of the Icom trailers, and she spent probably a half hour in there just chewing the rag with these 2 older individuals that were staffing that booth. So
that's cool.
She got fed, but the goal wasn't there. The goal didn't get met.
Yeah. So me being the I'm not gonna say tightwad, but I don't like standing in line any longer than I have to. So I have a refrigerator in the back of the Bronco. I brought ham and turkey sandwiches every day.
I didn't want to stand in those lines with a 5-year-old. That was my thing.
That's fair. Yeah. That's fair. So yeah, we would just walk to the truck and grab some sandwiches and some chips and a soft drink and just sit there and hang out. It was a great opportunity because I got off my feet for a little bit too, and got a chance to relax.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Pepe, did you? I want to get you back in here a little bit more because I know it's late for you, and you may want to cut off at some point, or maybe you want to stay on here. But Was there anything particular? I mean, did you leave room in your suitcase to carry anything back home? I know there's a difference in radios between European and American versions, so that might be a little tougher in that regards. But anything else you may have picked up along the way at Hamvention that you want to care to share or talk about?
Well, what I learned, you mentioned that you didn't see people with large boxes, but I learned also small items you can spend money, and I spent surely more money than I wanted. I bought some of these.
Oh yes,
with common mode jokes, and they are. Whoop. So you can take it with to the field day, and you get them back because there's a content on it.
Yeah,
Those are great.
I think Prep Pan Paul had one too here.
Yeah, I bought one of his kits just to support him too.
The spool tenor, the big
Nice.
one, the old version.
Yeah.
I thought the new one there was the wire was so thin, and I thought, can I really? Will they not break? So I prefer the big one, even if I have to carry it on. I'm doing SOTA, so I'm walking up a mountain for an hour or two. So it's little bit more weight, but it's quality.
Yeah.
And then I was where we are. Here we are. Up. I met.
Look at this.
Mesh take Dave.
Did you get a flash by Dave?
But I'm using it for Mesh Core. I love Mesh Core. And it was fun to have Mesh Core during Hamvention. It was more a talk with each other, not on HamShackTV. I saw a lot of people just pushing messages, and nobody gets an answer. And in Meshcore there was more a chat, and somebody said, "Hey, I'm looking for the booth where they sell that thing," and the other said, "Well, I know where it is. Go to hall number 3." And so there was an interaction. I love that.
That's cool. That's very nice. People can use that as a resource, while they're at Hamvention. That's pretty cool.
You just described the entire ecosystem of Ubuntu versus Fedora.
Yeah.
The problem was only at the Swiss Customs because I had not proper receipts which tell what is the price and which is the VAT, because the Swiss Customs needs the price without the VAT. So, but I said, well. So you had to pay the Swiss VAT on everything I imported to Switzerland.
Oh wow!
And I said, well, take just the price which is on the receipt. It's fine. Then I paid the Swiss VAT also on the American VAT. No problem. But there was a little discussion of the Swiss customs until I could re-enter to Switzerland.
That's kind of interesting. Well, I'd like to welcome back to the show here, folks. Josh A4WX. Good evening and welcome.
Is he a new YouTuber?
He came back to us.
Is he a new YouTuber?
My God. No matter, it didn't matter what camera. Why am I hearing?
He's got to be a new YouTuber.
God,
that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Hey,
we got an amateur here.
Maybe he
does
should
anybody
do his wife the thing that she does better on her video.
I was fired.
His wife's logos look a lot better than his, and I was really impressed with her logo.
Oh, for God's sakes!
Hey,
No, it didn't matter what camera I freaking plugged in. Nothing worked. Even the integrated webcam in this laptop did not work.
Did you ask your wife for help?
Oh, don't even go there. Don't even go there with a 10-foot pole.
Hey, I just had one question for Tim.
Yes.
When we did the live stream, Tim, you did not even come over to say hello. You were just off in the back. People were trying to get your attention. Levi was going to swat you in the back of the head.
Yeah.
And you didn't even come over to get on the live stream. And I was very upset that you didn't come over.
I walked right by.
Just saying.
You want to know the truth?
Was the
You
truth.
dodged me.
No, I didn't have any cans with me.
We had cans.
I am.
You're one of those, aren't you?
I'm one of those guys. I cannot share cans with people.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
I
pretty
get that.
sure that Josh's head is shaved and he doesn't have any bugs. So
No, you're talking to a professional audio mixer. It's an audio guy thing.
It is.
yeah, I know.
I know exactly why he said it.
I get it because when I got
People's
home,
got
the first thing I
earphones.
did was wash the cushions on these.
His cushions
Nice.
are nice. They're not terry cloth.
Yeah.
Oh, did you bring them? Did you bring them down there, Levi?
Yeah,
He had a hunch.
I
that
took
he
them
was
just
gonna
in
do that.
case. Like,
Just in case.
yeah,
Yeah, I picked up the same. I mean, it's funny thing, odd enough. Me and Levi has more of the same equipment sharing back and forth than we know. But we have mixers and radios and
Yeah.
mics and
I just
you
don't
name
have
it.
a flex.
Yeah, that's about the difference.
Yeah,
The
he
only thing
doesn't
we
have
don't
that
have. And,
flex,
well, right now
right?
I feel like I don't really have mine right now either. I upgraded remotely like 2 weeks ago. I went home last week and I thought on last Sunday or Saturday, whatever Sunday, I got home on Sunday. And either Sunday or Monday, I did hit the power button and reboot it and bring back up, but it's still not. There's something with the Smart Link that is not working for me right now. So I've got to go back and figure out when I'm back there Friday night into Saturday, I'll get it back up and working. But we'll see if I actually do, because I ordered a whole brand new rack for my whole system. That's a 4-post rack now, so I can get my PGXL into the rack. And so I got to move everything from the radio, the duplexer, the garage stereo, the flex, the networking cables, all the power from one rack to another. And it's going to be hours to be able to do all that. So it's not going to be an easy task to get all that done and repower and all the cameras and alarm system. And it's just like, oh my gosh.
You put a
It's gonna be
4-post rack
nightmare.
in?
I'm going to put actually it's a 4-post rack with some Castros on the bottom. And the reason I did it, because right now I just have a 2-post and it's anchored to the concrete. And my PGXL going back I have it set at 19 inches from the wall back. And if I put my PGXL in, it goes in and hits a stud. And I'm short about 3 inches for getting the PGXL, the power amplifier, into the rack. And so what I'm going to do is put a 4-post in, so I have some support in the back to help support it. And then also I can move the rack out a little bit on wheels. If I need to get back there and do something with a cable at some point, it'll be easier to get in and out from that than to just try and reach back there and go, hold on, wow, wait a minute, one more cable, one I just knocked loose. Like, I don't want to do that anymore. So I can just pull it out a little bit and reach back there a little easier. So I went to a 4-post with Castro wheels that will be a little easier to modify and get around to if I need to. So that's coming. Hopefully, it was supposed to ship yesterday. I think it arrives on Tuesday. So we'll see.
So I got one
But-
question. Have we taken care of business yet?
We have not done that one. I was waiting for you.
We got some business to take care of.
Money isn't everything.
Maybe. Play,
Well,
stupid.
that sucked.
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone has
We
a
really
price
need some
to
tech
the $1 million
support.
man.
All right, let's.
I'm telling you, folks, it is not a good tech night here. Tortoise Overland with 20 HamShackTV gift memberships. That's a big number, and that ain't cheap.
Do you want me to
Ancient-
read it, or do you want to read it?
You can read it. or I
Josh,
can read
what
it.
if you just did the audio?
What do you mean?
You just run the audio. We'll run the rest of the show. How's
I
that?
mean,
You always play it. Just say it. You know it.
you
All
want
right,
to read them?
Yeah, I'll read them. What the hell?
Read 'em.
Ancient of Moo. That's interesting. Captain Justice 7234. AP Waddington. That sounds British. Second Amendment Jeffrey. 3 dogs. What is that? 3 dogs and a paw. 934. Paul Miller. Random stuff. James Prokop. That sounds familiar. He's been in here. I've seen him yapping around. Tom Go. We've got John K6 RXD. Sean Technician. Oh no, Sean Technician. Digital Matrix, Go Ask Your Mother. Kevin, KD9TXI. We've got Mark H. We got Lincoln Stern. Yeah, Lincoln Stern. Mike Barrett, Alabama Red. Stephen Foot. And Ryan, 85 Charlie. Yeah, I had to scroll way back to get that too. It wasn't too hard.
Yeah, sorry, that's my fault.
Oh,
fantastic!
No, because it doesn't show up in our chat back here. So yeah, I've got to go to the page to check it out.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you doing that. You all have general class memberships. That don't mean you're a general class operator. It's just a tier.
We're just general people.
Yeah, you're just a general person. So we appreciate that. You all now have. I have like 10 videos scheduled to come out over the coming couple of weeks. You all have access to those videos right now. So after the show, go watch them. Plenty of good content from Dayton. That's also a great benefit of becoming a channel member. Even at the technician tier, $2.99 a month, you get the pre-scheduled videos unlocked for you early. So hope y'all enjoy it.
Speaking of Hamvention, so how was your tutu wear?
I don't know. Did you watch the video?
I did watch the video, smart ass.
Did you watch the whole hour?
Maybe.
You want to make sure he got his money's worth.
It was just the pure satisfaction of just when I saw it pop up, and Levi did a hell of a job. Leave no tutu behind. Yeah, it was definitely.
Levi's got some serious cameraman
Yeah, he
skills.
kept up with you. Yeah,
that was a difficult task because just between the people and the scooters and the everything else.
Oh, the godforsaken scooters, for God's sake.
Right.
I wore steel toes to Hamvention just because I was warned.
Sad Ham's taking ankles with scooters.
By the way, if nobody realizes it, but Levi doesn't look very big in his chair there.
Careful with the word big.
Yeah.
He's tall.
That's
He's a big
the better
boy.
word.
I was like, holy shit.
Mike, I thought that too. And when he came up next to me, I look up at him. I'm like, holy cow, you're tall.
Yeah, exactly.
Not quite Digital Rancher tall.
That was like
Rancher tall, but
who's that?
That was-
That's
that was-
Levi.
that was a saying with Vern 6 when I met him.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah.
He's a giant.
Big boy.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
He's tall.
There was one guy there. I swear to God, he had to be 8 foot tall.
Oh yeah, he was like
And
over
bulletproof?
7 for sure.
I've never seen anybody so tall. And I keep in mind, folks, I used to work for the wrestler Kane, and that guy's tall. This guy was taller than him by a long shot.
you used to work for Hulk Hogan?
No, Kane.
Hey,
Oh.
I wish I worked for Hogan. I've heard that Hogan is an ass. Well,
I met him on a
was.
flight. He's an extremely nice.
You might want to modify that. He
Was.
was.
I forgot he's gone. I mean,
So-
it
When
I met him on a plane. He was very nice.
was he?
he used to,
Yes.
him and Randy Savage both lived in Clearwater. And when I first got out of the Navy and I moved down there, I was working in an Office Depot while I was out interviewing and stuff. And him and Randy Savage used to come in here all the time to get stuff. And super nice guys.
Randy Macho Man Savage. Boy, that's a voice unnecessary.
Yeah, and he actually talked like that too. That was
That was his real voice. Now Hogan's voice, when he was chill, he had a total different sound.
Yeah.
But anyway, Hamvention was cool. It was a lot of fun. This was year number 2 for me, and there will be a year number 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. It was that is
Heard that,
definitely on
Michael.
my list every year. Yeah.
No, that was not me. My shit's
We're-
packed up.
Here, I was fixed to say here in the no, it was probably where the hell did Dave go? Oh, he had
He
storms.
got storms.
He had the storms.
Then it was
Yeah,
me.
We need to check in with him later to make sure his trailer's still on its wheels.
I was telling everybody in the back room before we started the show, we had one hell of a thunderstorm on, what was it, Saturday night, Saturday night, whatever it was, and that was
Saturday
scary
night.
in the dummy load. Like it was more scary than the one in Florida. It was it was so bad that I got out of the tent area and moved into the middle of the camper. I almost went to the bathroom, and it was just.
Oh, dude, Ohio has some of the not a whole lot of tornadoes, but they have a lot of hard
I
thunderstorms.
don't know. Josh was reporting on a tornado last year.
Yeah, good memory, Dave. Yeah, that came dreadfully close to the fairgrounds, but luckily it wasn't on the ground, at least near the fairgrounds. I remember I was calling Jason like crazy on cell phone, not everywhere, could not get him. Dave is good. Internet just
Dave
went
is
crap.
alive. Okay, we're good. All right, we're good that Dave's alive. All right, cool.
Yeah. So have we gotten into our purchases yet?
Purchases?
Pepe did.
Pepe did. He bought a lot of shit.
Yeah, we went through Pepe stuff, yeah.
I will have to go back and watch Team Replay to see that. I'm gonna make him go through it again.
And he had a long talk with what was your
Swiss Customs.
Yeah, the customs about his little mesh device.
Bricker House says I always do that. Xenia was actually entirely flattened by a tornado. They don't mess around in Xenia, and that's true. That was quite some time ago. I don't remember what year, but yeah, I've heard that story about Xenia being flattened. Well, I guess let's go around the horn and talk about our purchases, what we saw, and what our wish list is. After what we saw, the one thing to note is there was really no new release of anything this year. Just the same stuff. Still a lot of talk about the 5200 and the X026 and the D750, all for us to be excited about nothing. So, Marvin, let's start with you. What'd you pick up, and what did you see that you wanted to pick up?
Yeah, I kind of started mentioning this earlier, but I ended up with the modern Morse key, which is really slick, made by Aaron. I don't remember his call sign on top of my head. Did a little video of that coming out this next week, but yeah, we've got little magnets on the bottom. You put it on metal, whatever, and hold it in place. And it's just the way he designs this and machines. It's anodized aluminum and then it's coated. It's really cool. It's a really cool setup. So, not a little cheap key, but a lot of work goes into that to machine all these parts and put it all together. And he had a limited supply of them available, so that was well worth it. I picked up an RT Systems cable for my FTM 400, and like I said, the rig runner and a couple of t-shirts. That's mostly the main things I wanted. I seriously, almost looked at. I saw Ham Radio Outlet had a deal out there for the TH75 for $549 that was on sale. And I was like this close to pulling the trigger. But the fact that I just spent money on an RT21 green heron rotor for my shack, I figured that's a better investment than running the HT when I do more HF than I do HT stuff nowadays. So I've got a DH72, which I got for purposes of doing satellite work. And I don't really use it a whole lot. So I was like, I'll just stick with that. So I didn't do that one, but as definitely, some things that I'd like to be on my radar down the road. I'd like to see what that new X206 is going to be about. And I'd like to see what else the Yaesu is going to come out with potentially, later this year. They did a bunch of releases, I think, last year, right around November, right before Christmas time. And I'm thinking they'll have something more come out down the road as well, because it would have been, a year and a half at that point almost since the FTX1F came out. They did come out with the new DR3X from their repeater system for Yaesu, which is really cool. Very interesting as well at the same time, because it didn't have any like RJ45 jacks on it. So I'm really curious how they're going to do internet with it, but I think it's going to go through like a USB-C potentially, and maybe some Wi-Fi or something like that. There's John Crick would not give me any more additional details on that repeater, and we are part of a repeater network here in Wisconsin called DoNow, and my repeater is on that digital system across the state, and it's working pretty slick. So really, kind of looking forward to see what that new repeater could potentially do and what features they're going to have with that. But We'll wait and see. That was, like I said, that was maybe a future purchase down the road to upgrade the repeater a little bit, but mine hasn't had that much time on it, so it's like may not worth it for me either. We'll see.
Well, the one thing that's nice about those repeaters is they're full duty cycle now.
They are, yes, that is one thing. They are full duty cycle. I did forget about that. Yes. So
Speaking of duty
pretty
cycle,
cool.
somebody's got a duty cycle going.
Did you just say booby cycle or duty cycle?
Duty.
Okay.
Duty.
It's got to be Tim. That's where it's coming from. He's laughing too hard.
Marvin was saying.
I was wondering if somebody was going to bring up the elephant in the room.
Some other guys were talking
Oh, you can do that now. It's not playing right now.
Right.
I think Tim's just had his filling of Skyline chili.
The Skyline chili
funny.
and all that. Oh, really?
Twice. I ate it twice in Dayton.
Did you really? You like Skyline?
Day one and the final day.
You really got cinnamon in the chili
It's good. It's
And
Oh,
beans.
really? Never.
Do they really?
and
Yeah, I
beans.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
all right. Anything else, Marvin?
No, that's pretty much it. That's all my big stuff. So
Well, we'll catch everyone on this one. I know, Dave, you did not come, but based off of all of the videos that you've seen, whether it be Boneyard or in the vendor halls or anything like that, anything stand out to you that you wanted, you wished you were there to buy, that kind of thing?
I saw a couple things at the boneyard, but not that I had to have. Biggest thing I'm looking forward to is September to see if the 750 gets released. That tri-band with 220s, the radio that's got me interested.
It's not going to be in Huntsville. We can promise that.
No, they'll
I
release
don't even
it.
think
They'll
Kenwood
release it.
comes to- does Kenwood even come to Huntsville? I don't think they do.
I don't think they come, but they said they're saying September is what the guy told me at the booth. So September.
I've been saying September for a couple of years now.
Tokyo.
Right.
No, the release dates. I guarantee you, they're releasing it in Tokyo, just like everybody else does.
Yeah. Well, that makes me think there was an old annoying song in high school that they played. Now I'm going to make myself sound like a baby, but wake me up when September ends. Because it's been September for years and years and years.
No, they have never said a release date. This is the first release date they've actually said. They have never given an actual release date.
Yeah.
See, that's what's funny. Everybody slams Kenwood. Icom does the same thing, and Icom's okay to do it. It cracks me up.
I'm
What I can do.
I ain't thrilled
I'm a
with them
little-
either.
I'm a little aggravated with Icom, and I've been.
I mean, Icom's been talking. They started talking about this 5200. Never showed what it was until Tokyo, but they've been talking about this radio for almost 2 years too.
yeah, and no smack at Ray Novak by any stretch of imagination. He can only do what he can do, but that wave around demonstration that he showed, like, buddy, we've already seen this on Josh's stream when you were in Tokyo last year. You know,
Right.
we really didn't learn anything new about that radio, with the exception of APRS.
You learned quite a bit new about that radio.
What?
Well, APRS, that's just the actual KISS TNC.
Wireless TNC.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we learned
Yeah,
that.
they actually showed that the icon in Tokyo on that radio.
They didn't
Did
show it was there, and they might have hinted to it, but it also said KISS 99, so it could have been a radio station for all you know with the FM.
You're listening to Kiss 99.
That's right.
No, they actually. I don't know if it was one of them, either Paul's or one of the other streams. That was a working radio in Tokyo because they pulled it out from under glass in Tokyo.
But it was
Yeah, the Kenwood wasn't. The Icom was. Ray lifted
Right.
the glass for me so I could get a closer look.
I thought it was your stream, Paul.
Yeah, the Kenwood was just a 3D printed model.
here at Dayton, it was there for people to play with.
Yep. They had two of them. The other one was connected to an antenna. You could see the waterfall and
Yeah.
it's pretty.
They could not.
Well, we know
connect
Kenwood was working because Josh and both Jasons were actually sending APRS to the Kenwood.
it. Yeah. Yeah, there could not, for clarity, they could not hook up an antenna to it at Dayton because it's not type accepted yet. So
Yeah, see, in the 750 already is.
yeah,
No, they had one on the right. It was connected because the waterfall was going.
Allegedly.
There was 2 of them at the booth.
Allegedly.
Yeah, there was 2.
Allegedly.
You know the one that
Allegedly.
was next to the 026?
Yeah, but
No,
you
I
notice
saw-
there was no mic connected to either radio.
Yeah, but if you go to the one, there was one on the right of that, and it had a little dual band or magnet antenna up on top. I think just so that you could receive and see the waterfall.
I didn't see the second unit. I just saw the one that was next to the X026.
Because I wanted to see the actual screen, not just a number. So, and Ray said, well, there's another one over there. It's got an antenna on it. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh,
I tell you, I had the pocket with money ready to buy it. It was going to go home with me if they had it. So
Well, hopefully
anyway,
Tokyo, we'll see what the 026 has as far as features. We'll find out what it is in Tokyo.
now is that
Yes,
5200
I
going to
was
be?
disappointed. I was
Is that gonna be like
disappointed about the X26. There was just, it was for nothing. There was no information. Even if there would be have been a empty box, we didn't get more information.
and then what's
Yeah.
crazy about that, Pepe, is it was under glass and it wasn't even a radio. It was
No.
just a plastic model of the doggone thing. What's the point in the glass?
I think they
Well,
did that
the
same they did with
the
the.
same thing.
Yeah, go ahead,
sorry.
Marvin. We're going to say the same thing. Go ahead.
Yeah, they did the same thing with the 7760 a couple of years ago when they said, here's a bunch of parts and here's, all the different boards and everything. We're going to go take your guess. What is it? And they try to make this big deal, whatever it is. And then when it went to Tokyo, it was the big, their remote station model that they had. So it's
But
one of
at
those
least
things
with
that
at least with the
they do
7760,
I'm not surprised by what they're doing. So
at least with the 7760, you got to actually see actual radio parts.
Well, I think with this one, what I noticed being there is basically, I know that it's not just a dual band VHF UHF radio. The box is bigger than the 5200. So I'm,
Right.
And we see the 2 antennas on their little ad or whatever. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be VHF, UHF, and HF minus 220.
I know that Ray is not big on speculation, but I make no bones
He's
about it. I
talking
have
about
no
he's all about
connection
it.
to him. It's going to be, my guess is it's a replacement for the 7100.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a 7100 Mark II.
you don't think it's going to become, well, is it the 7100 be like a 705? You think it's going to be like a 705 with 100 watts? I guess that's what I'm saying.
No, I think it'll be a 71. I think it's like a Mark II style, something
Well,
that
why
basically,
can't
if you take the Yaesu FTX Optima 100 watt, that's what this will be.
Well,
It'll be a direct competitor to that.
Why can't what does it have to be a 705 or a 7100? Why can't it just be its own model and its own thing?
It might be. It's going to be the X026.
It could
Well,
be, but I think they'll get rid of the 7100.
Yeah, I think it'll replace the 7100, probably have its own model number, but it's going to be, I think it's going to be an FTX1, just 100 watts, not a field version, mobile, portable, a VHF, UHF, HF.
Yeah, well, and to that point, if you think back, Icom kind of missed the ball on the whole. They really did not have a true competitor to the 991A.
Yep.
If you ask me, I mean,
Right.
yes, the 7100 does quite a bit, but it wasn't color. It just, you didn't have the
There you go.
waterfall or anything like that with the 7100. So
Julie said it. There you
Where's
go.
Julie?
yes, that's a great concept, Julie. 7100 and
is-
705 have a baby.
And if it is a 100 watt version, similar to like an FTX or a 7100, that's going to replace my Yaesu 891 in my truck.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
That I think that will. It's very, very possible. I fuss at everybody about the 891 because I just don't get it. I think that if this is what it is, what it sounds like it is, I think it'll replace the 891 in a lot of people's Go Kits and Shacks.
So, quick question.
I don't know
Paul.
if it'll replace it in Go Kits.
The head is better sized than the FTX2 for mobile, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yes, but my question is the 890. Here's my only downfall to this is the 891 integrates in with the ATAS really well, and
Yeah,
so
that's
how will that? If you still have
That's
the ATAS antenna, how well will the Icom? I mean, are you gonna have to get?
It won't.
Yeah, it
You're
won't
gonna
work.
find
I'll just
another-
wait. I'll wait for one of you smart guys to build some device that makes it work.
So the up down on the ATOS is easy, but you have to have a way of of doing that. It uses
Right.
bias voltage, and it's like under 10 goes down, over 13 goes up, and it's pretty easy to do that, but you have to have something to do that. But
also-
if you look at any of the other screwdrivers, the Tar Heel, for example, they have an external control box.
And that's what Josh had ended up buying for his radio. He's got the Tune-Matic, and he has been screaming up and down all weekend over that radio, or over that Tuner-Matic setup. So
The other thing with the
Don't get me
ATAS and my
started on
Yaesu,
that.
I don't leave my ATAS. My ATAS is only attached when I want to use it, which is very rarely. So it's not like it's not like I drive around running 40 meters or 20 meters. So it's not. Whereas if I had, let's say it's a 7100 Mark II or whatever,
right.
then I would have VHF, UHF, and that would actually be usable as I drive. So, and then I'd probably look into some kind of Tar Heel or small mini. What's the Tar Heel Junior or whatever the smaller one is? I forget.
I leave my ATAS on all the time because it's just too much of a pain in the ass for me to unscrew it where it's at on the
I just don't use it enough to leave it on. So,
well, I'm going to be mobile all week, and I'm going to be screaming on HF. So we'll see who I contact.
I leave my ATOS on the Bronco all the time. I was always a little nervous about it, but I don't really drive an HF. I've tried it a few times. I'd rather be parked.
Well, you use it every week, on your stream at least once a week. So.
Yes, I'll use it several times a week, but I'll go somewhere and park and do my HF business, and then move on. Hey, I've tried, like when I was coming back from More Expo, I tried doing it, and it's I don't know, it's too much hassle. There's too much road noise in the truck and everything. Sideband's already noisy to begin with,
right?
So maybe different if you're in a sealed vehicle, but I got a vehicle that has removable roofs and doors, so
it's a little more loud in there for you for sure. I mean, I even on like depending on what band I go to, my 891, like 40 meters, it's almost unusable while I'm driving down the road. But 20 meters is pretty good for me, so I can play a little bit and talk and here there once in a while, which is not too bad. But lately the bands have not been that great, so it's.
I was thinking I'd just do what submarines do and just roll out a big wire behind me as I drive down the freeway.
Right, exactly.
I will try if I somebody shows up in my ham alert that's at a POTA park or something like that, and I'm going to be driving for a while. I will turn on the radio and try to make a contact with them, but it's probably only been a handful of times I've actually successfully done that while moving.
Yeah, I don't do a lot while I'm moving because it's obviously a safety issue, but I've done it a few times here and there, so it's not too bad. So
I suppose I got my Yaesu Heil headset that'll fit on the Yaesu. I could probably put it on and do PTT with the trigger. And probably have a little better.
I mean, HF has use on the highway. CB band's 11 meters. That's right next to 10.
That it is.
I guarantee you my camera's not going out
my
now.
FTX, because I can, one side of the radio I can have HF, the other side I can have UHF, VHF.
I can tell you guys are giving me a lot of FOMO that I already have because I still don't have a radio in my Lightning.
Wow.
Well,
doesn't lightning ruin radios?
Yeah, lightning and radios don't mix.
They don't mix. You can't do that, I don't think.
Well, speaking of Nolan, let's go on down to you. Nolan, what did you see? What did you want? What did you get?
You missed it.
We already went over him.
Did we already go over it?
Yeah, we already went over that.
Well, never mind. You're fired. Fred Pan Paul will go to you then.
We did him too.
Yeah, I did a couple of things, but I'll just say the other thing I really liked getting was Ham Radio Duo's Pebble HF. I like kits. And so I bought the kit version. And I've got a couple other kits, like little keys at the vendor night. Just cheap little keys and things. I just like kits. And then the Modern Morse He, of course, was my favorite purchase. So that's nothing exciting, but I got everything in a box. I'll probably do a video or put it in a stream or something as well. But those are kind of the main things. I'm excited for the kits that I bought.
I
Very
do.
nice.
I do. I didn't realize they had the Pebble HF out already. I do want that radio.
Yeah, and you can get it in the kit form, or I think you can get it built as well. So the kit, it's really nice little, and of course green, my color, and I think the little spot here has a built-in key where you just press here for the key to use it.
Nice.
So it'll be fun.
Very cool.
Was that at the show?
Yeah, they were near the door when you walk in. They're on the left, and Barb was the other guy there. I got his kit that you build, and it does power and forward power and SWR or something. But it was another kit, so it was Ham Radio Duo and Barb next to each other, selling all that stuff.
I saw them
Duo.
there. I didn't realize they were selling the Pebble HF. I thought they were selling just the OK Mini and everything.
Well, I thought they just had the one demo because I didn't see the kits or anything.
Yeah,
They were in these boxes. They had a stack of the
you
white
had to
boxes
ask
behind
for-
it. So,
You had to ask for. In the early evening, they said they have 6 left, so I took one too.
did you get one? Nice,
Oh, you
Pepe.
Nice, Pepe.
Now you can get them. I don't remember the website. You'll have to check with them, but you can still purchase them. So
PebbleHF.com, and I'm on the
Okay.
account. I don't think they've got it. It says buy soon at shop.hamradio. Oh, maybe
Yeah, I
they
didn't think they'd released it yet.
Oh yeah, they got the picture of it right there. You can see the key, just a little push button for your straight key. Nice little kit, 20-meter QRP.
That's cool. Thank you, Frank, Ham Radio Wilderness, for dropping the link in the chat for that. They were our neighbors last week at 4 days in May, so they were constantly busy. I kept wanting to get them over to talk to us, and they were constantly busy.
She gave me because I'm in the middle of my 16 weeks of CW to learn it to POTA at the 17th week, and I was talking to her about it. They've been a really good support for me in doing that, their Discord and all the stuff they do. But she literally just stopped doing what she's doing, and she's like, "Okay, I'm going to do." And she started doing CW to see what I could understand, and she's basically doing a POTA exchange with me to say, "This is how easy it is. Just start with POTA hunting." And so she took time out and just started keying and asked me, "Okay, what's that? What's that?" And I'm like, "She's amazing. They're so awesome. They're so supportive of everybody."
Yeah. Chris W8OX says, I scored a spool 10, very good performance. Thought it was kind of gimmicky, but now I believe her.
Everybody loves them.
Who have we not talked to yet as far as
Levi.
Levi.
What'd you
I
get
got
other
Levi.
than a camera in your hand for?
I was just going to say, he was a camera monkey the whole week.
So before Hamvention, I did get some cool camera gear like the Osmo Pocket 3 and another gimbal for the
which saved
and
our
stuff.
butt Thursday
Right.
night.
right. But Marvin, I will say, to keep in tradition with us having a lot of the same equipment, you'll have to get one of the D75s because I've had that for a while. But I
Right.
didn't get that there. But what I did get there was the extended battery pack,
Battery from W0AEX
AEZ.
AEZ.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to get that battery pack. Because
Yeah, I got it. And we actually, between me and KF8 CGJ, and they're in the chat, and then our buddy back home here, between Hamvention itself and I guess Monday afternoon, I think we bought 6 of those battery packs. So
wow.
that was pretty cool. I brought a couple home for my buddy, and he has 2 of those radios, and he put it on it and ran it for one day and then went to the website and ordered 2 more. He loved it because it took him up to about 15, 16 hours of battery life. And if you know that radio, it absolutely just eats batteries.
Yes.
that's the one thing I hate about my D75 is the factory battery.
Right.
That battery is lousy.
The other cool thing I picked up just for doing POTAs and stuff or operating outdoors, I got the Heil Pro Set Elite. So
That's nice.
I'm a big fan of Heil products, and went over to their booth and talked to them, and it was cool. I bought that, got a shirt from them, a couple other things, a couple adapters and stuff. And then the other big thing that I got, well, not big, but the other thing that I got was a nice parking ticket down at the Troll Pub. So that was cool.
Oh, no.
Not scan the QR code and
keep safe.
I didn't see it in our lot, and then by the time I realized it was there, it was when somebody's like, "Hey, there's a guy going around writing parking tickets," and then I took 3 steps over and looked at my truck, and I'm like, "Too late now."
That's toilet paper,
right?
It's not issued by the city; it's issued by a private entity. What are they going to do? They're not going to suspend your license or anything like that.
Well, that's just like MIT. The MIT cops. Every time I go to MIT to work, we'd park where we needed to, and they'd stick a ticket in our freaking window. And my buddy has a stack of tickets, must be like that, for parking. Never paid a one of them, and because it goes to the company vehicle, and the company, it's like you said, toilet paper. It's hilarious.
Well, I'll tell you
what are they going to do? Not let you graduate?
Yeah, right.
Now, where I work at UT, our police officers are sworn in their academy, so they are recognized. You better pay if you get a UTK ticket. But I will tell you all this little funny story. I came out of, it was Sunday afternoon, I came out of Hamvention and found one of those tickets under my windshield wiper on my truck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, how in the hell are they issuing parking tickets out here? And I got to looking at it. Freaking Bill, KK4PAL, Ham Radio Unleashed, scratched out his call sign and wrote my call sign and stuck it on. I'm like, dude, I called him and I said, you know, you're a piece of work. And he just started dying laughing.
He knew he was guilty.
Yep. Who else have we not heard from yet?
Let's go, Tim.
Yep.
Tim.
Yep. So
you got a fart button to push?
Huh?
Hey, I mean, there it is.
So
hope you feel better soon.
Keep it on the theme of small. Yeah. So I got one of the ultras, and Pepe, I have used a 22, 24, 26 gauge wire all the time. I have never broken one. Wire is consumable though, so you know, presumably after some period of time, you might need to change it out. But the big one is fine too. But one of the things that I wanted to do, I've had him on the kids table, and that was Brent, November 4 Bravo Delta Whiskey. He's a guy down in Kentucky, and he is making a Wolf River coil type style antenna or coil now antenna, and I ran into him and picked up one of those. So and I don't know if you guys know, my understanding is Wolf River Coil, the gentlemen that own that are retiring and shutting down shop. So you know, I wanted to get something like this out and get it out in the field and try it. It looks to me like it, I mean, it's solid to be a good alternative to something like that. So those were my two big purchases. I had some other things that I wanted to get, but did not get the chance to get them. They'll be there tomorrow.
You and your fart sound.
But it's funny every time. We keep laughing about it.
Skyline chili.
So I think Michael wants you to go to him. He keeps waving his hand.
No, he's showing that he's not pushing a button.
No buttons pushed.
Of course, he could be using his big toe, but
oh.
Well, Michael, what about you? Did you
He's
see
gonna
anything
show.
in a video that you wanted to buy or wish you could buy? Put that on. That stinks. Put them shoes back on.
Oh, I pressed mute when I did that. It was only feet. Anyways. Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hey now.
Hey, how you doing? What's going on? How are all my favorite YouTube mother lovers out there? Anyways, so nothing. this is going to be. I said last week that that was possibly going to be the last live stream in the office, but I held out. I kept the computer up. I got 2 monitors up, and the other one's down. But I am packing up to get the hell out of Massachusetts and heading to Arizona. I will be on APRS because K8MRD is wrong.com. I will be heading to Arizona, leaving Sunday morning. APRS will be on. You can find me N3MFL/9 or -9. You can find me on APRS, and I will be on HF 20 meters as much as I can, between 10 to 15 hours a day driving time. But I will be heading out and stopping at a few parks on the way. Excuse me, I got a little heartburn. And just having a blast. And I so can't wait to get out there. You have no idea how short but long time coming this has been. You know, it's one of them things. I need to get out of here. I need to get out there. If you know, you know. So I'm good.
That's why why do you think I left back in February?
Yeah, right.
I couldn't get out. I couldn't leave quick enough.
Oh, dude, yeah. I you know, I'm there's other extenuating circumstances, and if you know, you know. But yeah, I am heading back to Arizona. I was there for 3 years. Absolutely loved it. But now I have the tortoise. I have my camper. Got a 4-bedroom house waiting on me. And any YouTubers or hams that frequent us, yeah, come on out to Arizona, dude. Hit me up on Discord, and we'll settle things out. What else was I say? Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I need to come out and do I need to come out and do a photo activation out there and get the Arizona and New Mexico under my belt. So.
Dude, it'll be so, Marvin. It'll be so easy. Come down, and we'll go down to what is it? The Titan II Missile Museum. They have the big disc cone antenna set up.
Nice.
And if you're a ham, you just go in, tell them, and they let you use the antenna. And that is it. I don't know if it's a park.
Okay. It is a POTA park.
Is it?
It is a POTA park. Yep.
Okay, so yeah, we can do POTA from the antenna. In New Mexico is a 3-hour drive for me from the house.
The damn 67. Arizona is God's country.
There we go, dude. I am coming out to Arizona. I've got my FJ peeps already fired up. They're like, dude, get out here. I have some FJ peeps on Facebook, and they're like, yeah, you got to come out here. And I said, dude, I am on my way. So we're going to have fun. Next week's live stream will be on the road with me for the Tortoise and Hare show, or Tortoise and Rabbit. I don't know. Rabbit's changing things. He's like all mastermind now because he's got Evie Mux under control. We have been doing our live streams, and they have been going live correctly. And yeah, it's going to be a blast, man. But I will be on the Panasonic next week. I will be on the laptop. So Wednesday night, Thursday night, that's where I'll be. Thursday, I should be in Arizona by then. I don't know if I'm going to have a computer set up, but I will be in Arizona by then. Thank you, Josh.
Cool.
I didn't ask you what is the show over?
What?
You just did your weekly wrap. You didn't tell us what you wanted from Hamvention.
I didn't watch what I asked Hamvention, dude. I had what I had what I wanted from Hamvention. That was the live stream. That was awesome. And getting to see you run around Hamvention in a tutu was the highlight of my fucking week.
I'm going to say this right now.
What?
In front of everybody.
Yep.
Never, ever, ever, ever
This
again.
has now been twice that the tutu has become a thing. No more. Tutu is retired.
What did you tell me? Money isn't everything?
It's the only
thing.
Well, you know, in baseball, they make the guy, was it the pitcher or the catcher or somebody, run out onto the field in a tutu, and usually they have backpack fairy wings.
Oh,
I don't know about none of that, but
no,
I'm not
you're
saying
new
that I
best
wouldn't.
friend.
I'm not saying that I wouldn't do it again, but it's old now. It's been done, so we got to come up with something new to
Dude,
embarrass the hell out
you
of
didn't
me.
have the little star wand. And
Nobody
you did not
said
have
I
the
was a
backpack
damn
wings.
pixie.
Is
now he's
it
got a-
old or is it a
Titan-
tradition?
I think it's
There's a
tradition.
difference.
Now he's got
Well,
experience, so he'll be more expensive.
There's got every year we got to get a raise.
Shit, how much do I
Don't
have to
do
dump
that
next
again
year?
on the camera.
Hey, does this carry over to Huntsville too?
No, it was 1 hour at Hamvention.
But what about 1 hour in Huntsville?
Not to mention, it's going to be expensive if you want it at Huntsville. We're talking 5Gs probably.
Oh, you're full of shit too.
Well, okay. In all fairness, Huntsville is my home show, so yeah, it's a little bit more of a premium with it being my home show, and it's indoor.
How's that your home show? You don't live in Alabama.
No,
Yeah,
but
you
it's
don't live in
the
Alabama.
closest big show to me.
Well, that's your home turf, so you should be more comfortable there.
There you
no.
go.
I'm
There
going to
you
call
go, Nolan.
shenanigans there because I think Dayton's probably closer.
No, Huntsville is only about 3 hours away. Dayton is 5.
Yeah, Huntsville's way closer.
No, I don't know.
Come
So
drive.
it's
It's
probably
not
4
bad.
hours for you.
Dayton's not a bad trip, but Huntsville, it's hop, skip, and a jump away
From Merville.
from Marvel.
Oh,
Merville.
How
Mike-
much would it cost me to put you in one of those dinosaur suits?
In a dinosaur suit,
Yeah.
500.
I'd do that.
Shit, I'll do it for
Wait,
free.
wait, hold on. What are those ones that blow? One of the ones that are they're filled with air?
Yeah, then you go
Yeah.
up with the fart spray behind.
Dang it. You didn't have
I've got
to
short
say it out
arms
loud.
anyway. It'd work out great.
the
Pepe is
Titan
complete-
Missile Museum is not a put apart.
Okay, there you
Oh,
go.
good to know.
Nope. All right. So I guess we've gone through everybody now, haven't we?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
All right. Show and tell time for me.
What?
Uh-oh.
Well,
Yeah.
for Josh, time lapse. What did you do at Ham Radio at the Hamvention there, Josh?
Yep. So
Ooh, piece of candy.
He bought him another Comjot.
Buy a new camera?
no, no. But speaking of which, the camera problems are going to be solved. I just ordered a knobs bot, so I'm tired of this. I'm tired of screwing with these camera
let me
batteries.
send
That one's not going to work either.
Yeah, let me send you an affiliate link for an Insta360 camera. They're the best.
Yeah, that's a lot more expensive than what I just paid.
Not really.
Actually, the Insta360 webcam is not that expensive, Josh.
Name the price.
Do you want the pen tilt zoom one or a fixed one?
Oh, dude, you almost.
I don't care. It's all it is for this.
Well, see, I take mine live streaming. So I have two of them that I take live streaming on the road with me.
I
What
don't
do
know.
you
We'll
use?
talk.
What are you using now?
The Insta360 camera.
So you have a
That's what
Nano
you're currently
VNA.
using.
I see the Nano VNA. Is that what you bought?
This is one that I bought. I feel like I probably paid retail on this, but I
much
really
did you
needed
pay?
one. I paid $75, but I've got all the connectors and everything.
That
in it.
actually isn't a bad price.
Yeah.
But see, that has the SMAs. I have the Nano VNA with the end connectors on it. I love it.
Yeah. Everything I have is either SMA or SO239. So there's that.
Josh, did you get the calibration board for it?
Yes. No, I don't need a calibration board. It comes with these end caps that you put on it to calibrate it. Here's your Comjot. This is not a Comjot. Comjot is an absolute piece of shit. This is good. This works. No problems whatsoever. Once I got it on the freaking internet finally. Let me just say this too.
What do you
Up
think
in-
owns our Finder now?
Up in Dayton, absolute garbage internet. I mean, it was terrible.
Oh yeah.
It was terrible anywhere in Dayton, not just at the fairgrounds.
My internet was perfect.
Well, that's Verizon for you.
No, I'm not on Verizon.
No, I'm Verizon.
Oh, I'm not on Verizon.
Never again. I'm probably switching back to AT&T tomorrow or Saturday one. I've had it, but I don't know who owns our Finder anymore.
Comjot.
Well, Comjot, nothing on a Comjot works. Nothing. This does. Unified Radios app works. You cannot get the Unified Radios app to work on a Comjot. But DMR over IP, you've got DMR over RF, and you've got FM on this, the 2 meters and 440. I've had zero problems out of this. As a matter of fact, I put a T-Mobile SIM card in there, or not a T-Mobile SIM card, a Metro PCS SIM card in there. Stupid cheap price for 6 months of service on it. So this works everywhere. I can talk back to home. Matter of fact, you can see I've got the DMR 314742 connected. That's my local club. So I love this. No problems at all. Even got the old HamShackTV logo on there. I need to update that. But yeah, so that's that. What you can't see is what is out on my truck, and that is my Tar Heel. I finally got a Tar Heel. I found a really good deal on one out in the boneyard. I think I gave $350 for it. Compared to what they sell them new for, I'll take $200 off for sure. To that point, I heard somebody mention that Tunematic earlier. May God have mercy whenever I'm done with this, figuring out this stupid Tunematic thing. I wish the guy would have just gave me my money back. Of course, he wanted to fight me.
Didn't Bill or your buddy next to you at the Troll Pub say bring it over and we'll help figure it out?
Yeah, eventually. But the fact of the matter is, I shouldn't be having the problems I'm having with it to begin with.
You're blowing fuses right and left, right?
It's as soon as I hook it to 12 volts, it blows them.
You're a gay electrician? You're constantly blowing fuses?
Did you reverse your polarity?
That doesn't even make any sense. No, I did not reverse my polarity, because
I'm noticing a theme with this, Josh, that like whenever you're around electronics or touching electronics, they stop doing what they're supposed to be doing.
There you go.
I guess
Somebody figured it out.
I guess, but the fact is, I know that the polarity is right because I can use the built-in normal Tar Heel control switch, and it has no problems, not blowing any fuses, working fine. It's this something with this Tunematic, and he said when I took it back to him Sunday and he swapped it, he says, it's probably a bad capacitor or something inside of it that's doing it. And he actually hooked it up right there in the booth and showed me that it powered up before he put it in the box. So I don't know. I'm totally at a loss. Probably when I go and throw Bill's fake ticket back at him, I'll take it with him and let it look at it. I like this. Ham till it hurts. Josh is a walking smoke show. You're right with that tutu. He shows up and lets smoke out. LOL. There was no smoke involved. Well,
and you were sure as hell aren't no smoke show.
There was plenty of smoke involved at Ham Radio 2.0's smoke hut or whatever you want to call it. But no, there was no smoke involved. It was not smoking. But I don't get it. But that's really about it. I got that chest pack that you saw me wear during the walk around with the tutu, which was cool. Josh, I seen Josh had those or had one, and I'm like, I kind of like that too. That's better than putting all that weight on my belt.
So you like to wear a California Merce. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
See, even Tim agreed with me. Do you know what a Merce is? It's a man purse.
Tim wears them too, right?
I got one too. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's practical.
I'll tell you what, man, when I was all kitted out, radios hanging off here, and I went up to Julie, I said, now I know what you go through. She said, welcome to the sisterhood.
Well, when you're a fat guy like me and have a hard time keeping your britches up anyway, this thing.
Oh, stop. You are not fat. I thought you were. I thought you were way bigger than you actually were. And I show up at Hamvention, and Josh is like this slim fit dude. And I'm like, huh, that's not.
You must be talking about Chaos 6 NAZ, because it certainly ain't this Josh.
No, you are not fat, man. You are far from it.
Well,
We're just bigger boys.
yeah.
I'm a skinny guy
That's
whose free
correct.
trial ran out.
Oh, but no, seriously, that is a struggle, is keeping the pants pulled up, and that's why I went to it. When you add 2 radios to it, it's
Hey.
chaos.
Josh, the struggle is real.
It is.
And I am not going to suspenders.
I was just about to say you should get yourself a pair of coveralls.
There you go.
Too
No,
hot.
what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong.
Oh, hell no,
I
they're
wear
not too
coveralls
hot.
on the
They're all
weekends.
open on the side.
Yeah. Put a t-shirt on during the summer and a pair of coveralls. I'm out working all day long. I love it. So.
You guys
Commando
were-
You don't even need a
exactly,
t-shirt.
No, never be hot.
You guys
Well,
were
Exactly
talking
like
about
Frank
not
said.
exactly in Tennessee. So t-shirts are
Frank
not
said.
required down there. Up north, they are.
Like Frank said, we ain't fat, we fluffy.
That's a good point, Frank. That's a good point. Y'all were talking about the Kenwood D75 earlier, and you all are not wrong about that battery whatsoever. I get so frustrated by that D75, I've stopped carrying it. I need to order one of those batteries. So I'm glad whoever brought up W0AEZ or whatever it is, thank you, because I'll probably look at one of those. But
Well,
frankly,
I was waiting for. He finally made the adapter so you can still use the clip. Because when he first came out with that battery, he didn't have that adapter.
you're right. That's when Jason introduced that. That's what held me up on it, was not having that belt clip.
And I still carry my D75 all the time. I just don't run the APRS on this battery.
Well, I
Interesting.
also look back and I look at things like this wrong camera. I keep thinking that camera's running. It's this camera. I look at things like this and I'm like, why do I need that D75? I mean, other than D-Star and APR. Well, hell, this does APRS. It does it over IP. Fair,
It don't do
nonetheless.
220.
Does it do DPRS?
Doesn't do. Who does DPRS?
Icom.
Icom.
Icom, and they're about the only ones. I know. What I mean is, who, as in hams, does DPRS? I never hear anybody talk about
Anybody
DPRS.
that's got D-Star.
That's a fair point.
Automatically goes out.
I would rather
He's not
have
wrong.
APRS over DPRS any day. Just saying. D-Star is cool, but I'm to the point that I don't get it. As far as a practicality, it's just another mode. And
We should make a show about Yaesu System Fusion one night, and we should make a show about D-Star, and not necessarily comparing them, but maybe do it on 2 different nights because
and DMR.
those are probably
I
DMR.
hate DMR.
There is so much noise out there about those different modes, and good, bad, any different. And some people like them, some people don't. Now I'm a Fusion guy. I love my Fusion. I'm tied into the Fusion system. I like it. I'm going to try and figure out how to put Fusion in my vehicle so I can tie back into the network. So I've got a Wires X device I want to get hooked up to my radio. So,
Out of the 3, that's the easiest. All you do is put your call sign in.
right.
It's very regional too. Like when I was in Michigan, I used to be I was D-Star all the way. That's what led me into Icom. But like now that I'm in Pennsylvania, it's System Fusion. That's all it is.
Well, it's funny too when people talk about D-Star. I hear people say Icom. No, actually, it was the Japanese Radio Relay League. Yaesu, Icom, and Kenwood all were involved in helping develop D-Star. Then Yaesu goes off on their own direction. With
Yeah, Kenwoods
Fusion.
have D-Star.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all 3 of those manufacturers were my biggest problem. I can't say I hate DMR. I do IT for a living. I hate programming code plugs in DMR.
Well, if you do DMR, I'll have to bring my Japanese Harry Carry sword because I'll be stabbing myself multiple times.
Oh, we got to get you back on it, Paul.
I've done a stream on that. It drives me insane.
Hey, fellas, we have maxed out tonight.
Maxed out what?
Hey, Dave's back. Stores
There's
must be
10
hey.
Hey.
Hey,
There's
Dave.
10 of us on the stream. That's why I said we've maxed it out.
Wow.
Wow.
So that cell phone booster was messing with my Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So yeah, I'm back. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. It's still storming, but I have solid, consistent internet now.
It's probably because both antennas were inside the building.
Yeah. All right. So general consensus from the group, because we are coming up on 2 hours here.
Yeah.
General consensus is everybody that went enjoyed it.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Definitely.
What about I don't know if we want to play favorites here, but would you agree that it was a better show than Hamcation?
Hands down.
Anybody disagree with that?
Yes, because I didn't
I've
go.
never been to Hamcation, so
I like
I got nothing to compare it to.
Hamcation either.
I like the weather in Orlando a little bit.
I would rather go to the villages. Just saying.
Well, Tim, for weather terms, I agree. I like getting away to Orlando during the middle of winter, so I can enjoy some warm weather for a few days. But overall, Hamcation, I mean, other than the rain Saturday morning, the weather wasn't terrible this year. Sometimes it can just be like god awful hot and humid, and this year it was actually pretty decent overall for the most part, other than just that little rain, on Saturday morning. But
It
I
was
was pretty
downright
happy.
cold on Friday.
Yes, it was.
I enjoyed the weather. I thought it was great.
Yeah,
Until
see, I
the
thought it was just
afternoon,
about
it
right.
warmed up.
Well, the other thing about Hamcation, everybody's able to camp together.
Yeah, that's
Hamvention,
kind of my
everybody's
thing is
scattered.
Hamcation. If you want to talk about quality of show, Dayton's better, right?
Yes.
There's a lot more stuff, but Huntsville and Hamcation is a more enjoyable experience because of the camping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I, in full transparency, I realized this the other day when I was doing some editing and thinking back on the experience, was really the only time I hung out with the tube folks was at Troll Pub. I made 1 or 2 stops at Jason's camper, and that wasn't but for maybe 5 or 10 minutes at a time.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing about Dayton is there is so much to do that
Right.
there's the camaraderie, the hanging out. There's a lot less of that because when you're done for the day, you're done
exhausted.
for the day.
Right.
Yeah. And
Speaking of
frankly,
being done, I gotta hop out, guys. It was nice talking to you guys.
see you know,
Good seeing you, Nolan.
Yeah.
See ya.
yeah, frankly, it's a shame. It's a shame that we don't have more opportunities to get together. But I was pretty much done by 3 o'clock every day. Like, I just couldn't go anymore. Couldn't do any more walking, or had creative block. Couldn't find anything else really to film. And it's not like there's not stuff to film, but the damn booths are so big or so busy, you really can't pull anybody for an interview unless it's Sunday morning.
Yeah.
So it's not like there's not stuff to film. It's just the availability of the stuff to film is tough. And you can,
I think it's just you're getting old. That's all.
that too.
Well, I don't. If anybody's tried to swing by my booth, it was nonstop.
Non-stop flashing. Dave was flashing, baby.
I didn't even know where the hell you were until like late Saturday afternoon or Sunday.
They had him
Same here.
secreted that way.
And then
I
when
like
I went by on Sunday, he was gone.
He's gone.
I was gone.
I liked going to Dave's booth whenever, just as he was about to leave for lunch, and I'd stop him and have him do something.
It was Saturday afternoon because I came seeing you while I had the tutu on.
Yep.
And what did I say?
Well, no, we actually caught each other outside. I broke away for a smoke break when we saw each other.
Yeah, well, what did I say? You paid for it, you eat it.
Yeah.
And then Jason had the gall. That's one of my favorite quotes. He had the gall when I walked back there with the tutu on to his campground. He says, "You better not come in this campground with that stuff."
Get on out of here with your nonsense.
Oh, it was all good fun. Jason and I know how to pick at each other. That's what's fun about it. I mean, technically, he does own this channel now, so he doesn't get any revenue, but he does own it.
You make revenue?
A little bit.
Wait, you can make revenue?
Just a tiny amount until somebody like Tortoise Overland drops a $500 super chat, and then gets a little more serious.
And then puts a little of those chat people in there.
Yes.
That helps.
All right. So this will put a bow, other than the videos that are coming out, the pre-scheduled videos from Hamvention. This will put a bow on the Hamvention talk for this year. And as far as the HamShackTV Hamfest tour goes, it is now time for summer hiatus on that. So we won't pick it back up until August when we go to Orlando. I'll probably make an appearance at the Knoxville Hamfest. It's a pretty decent show. It's not anything like anywhere
I love
else.
how he says he's going to make an appearance.
Make an appearance as far as walk around with the camera and show everything.
Oh, okay.
I would say, we don't. The next big Hamfest is Huntsville.
Yeah.
But if you have Hamfest in your local area, get out there and support them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hamfests are dying because people don't support them.
Ours is getting bigger, DFW. They're getting a bigger venue and a lot more tables and
you were talking
potentially
about
some
that.
presentations.
We're starting to grow my club's Hamfest, but you gotta get out there and support them.
Yeah. Well, and Hamfest like Rars Fest is coming up too. You know, well, not coming up as in time, but coming up as in numbers. Like it's growing. I think they had a little tiny step back this year because it was Easter weekend.
Yeah.
But elsewhere,
My problem with that one, that's an awful long drive for a one-day Hamfest.
That's what I'm hearing from everybody. My feeling,
That's 1,700 miles for me.
Yeah, my feeling, and no offense to Nancy if Nancy's watching, she loves our channel here. That's what I hear from everybody. And if you want to make it to the big time and be like an Orlando or a Huntsville or a Dayton, it needs to be more than a one-day show.
Isn't 1,700 miles just one 20-meter skip?
Yeah, pretty much.
Where's that at, Tim? Come on. Where's your...
Hey, Tim, you complained about driving to Springfield. That's a 23-hour drive for me.
To Springfield?
No, to South Carolina.
Oh, I'd fly.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, what? Yeah, what?
You said Springfield, Dave.
Paul says it's a long drive from Dallas to Springfield. That's a 6.5-hour drive.
Oh,
I did?
Yeah, you lost me.
Yeah, I'm confused too. That's pretty easy.
Springfield's the shortest one for me. I'm okay with that one.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely the shortest one for you. But yeah, Rars Fest, I mean, that's all the way out there on the East Coast. That's just like going to California. It's a 23-hour drive. I'm in the middle of the country, so either way, either direction, that's 1,700 miles.
So it is this is the second to last Thursday of the month. So, typically the last two shows of the month, I do some channel membership gifts. So I'm going to do that now. Give away 5 of them.
Just 5.
See who gets them? Well, I don't want to burn both in 1 week.
Oh.
KA2 AUB's World, Clem_ACC. I believe that's supposed to be Clemson ACC. So we like the Vols here. Milk Spots.
Don't forget about your national champions, the Indiana Hoosiers.
There you go. And then for God's sakes, Dave's Oklahoma Sooners.
What about them?
There you go. Milk Spots, that's an interesting name. Ham Radio Tech and 30 Odd One. Yeah,
how'd you get all the ham ones and I got all the oddballs?
Thing is, the algorithm, I mean, some of those names I don't think I've ever seen in the stream.
Yeah.
The YouTube algorithm when it comes to memberships, they don't have to have ever come into the stream to get the membership.
Which is weird.
Right.
Well,
most all of them I recognize. Most all of them. There are a few that I'm like, never heard of them. So, I'm glad that KA2 AUB's World got one. They've been in the chat a lot tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. let's see here. Let's get ready to wrap things up. We'll go down below me and work around here. Dave, Super Dave. Anything cool coming up this week? What the hell is that?
Well,
sorry.
I put
go.
a video out about it.
It wasn't supposed
I
to come
tried
up
to
yet.
do. Yeah. What is?
Go
come
ahead,
back.
Marvin. Well,
No, it wasn't supposed to come up. It was
Now
supposed
it's
to be in the
Tim.
background. I don't know why it didn't. Why it came up. I'll
Tim.
come back to it. I don't know why
Dave.
that came up.
All right. I guess I'm going. But I did a video about it. I tried to do a couple of reviews last weekend, and my neighbor's solar lights wiped out my receive on my radio. So I'm hoping that tomorrow, since I took the day off, I can actually get my Pac-10 antenna review done. I've been wanting one of these for a while. DX Engineering had them in stock, so I ordered one. And then being a holiday weekend, as long as it don't rain, because they're talking about rain every day this week, gonna try to get out and do a POTA this weekend, and then do some work around the house. That's about all I got for coming up this weekend.
Make a video or two.
Oh well, I plan on it. I mean, there's the Pac-10. Actually, I got the Pac-10 and Matt from Reliance Antenna sent me a Bug Out Mini.
A reliable antenna.
Reliance Antenna.
No, but it's a reliable
It's
antenna.
a reliable
It's a good antenna. Yeah.
Well, and that's what I hear. So we'll see once I get it up in the air. But yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to that one because all I've heard is nothing but good things about the Bug Out Mini.
That's what I use in Japan. It works great out of a 10-story hotel window.
Oh wow.
Will you just hang it?
I just
Nice
hang
vertical?
it. I use
It's a small little wire.
fiberglass
Who's gonna
mast.
see it?
I do the fiberglass mast. Just I push it about 3 feet so it's not touching the wall, and it works great.
Nice. And you get that reflection from the wall too.
I might be doing something. I get all over Asia and Australia.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
We need to eventually get Frank on here, but shout out to Frank. After we go off here, he's doing a live stream. Fix your shack, building your shack. Come on by. He's got a live stream.
My shack's broken.
If you can't get enough ham radio YouTube, Frank's got you covered out there on the West Coast.
as long as Frank's not soldering for my shack.
Right.
Ooh.
Dealer Dave, you're up next. Anything cool coming up this week?
No. Work, taking care of stuff, going to baby shower on Saturday for my my first grandchild. That's about it. Gonna be on Wounded Warrior podcast or Weekend Warrior podcast tomorrow night.
Weekend
We
Warriors
do that
tomorrow
every
night.
other week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Besides that, just kind of chill. Next stop for me, or next Hamfest, I'm gonna try and go to DFW right before I head south to go see my grandbaby. So besides that, just trying to get over. Dude, I am wore out from Hamvention. We were nonstop. So
Yeah.
Amen. And your internet is going balls right now.
Your
So.
audio's great, Dave. You are
Yeah.
Audio's
the first
great.
one on video.
Yeah, your video.
Shake
is
that
pixelated
box
and-
again. Maybe that'll fix it.
Paul, what about you?
Lots of videos coming out of all these DIY kits. I'll probably do live streams or videos on them. Just like build a kit and vibe with people on live streams. And then every Sunday night, 8:30 after Ham Radio 2.0 is my live stream, 8:30 p.m. Central. So this week is going to be a joint, or not a joint, only in legal states.
I was fixing to say.
It's going to be a joint stream. Every fourth Sunday night stream is with the with N1JUR Eric and the Grouch. With the New Hampshire guys, we do a joint stream every fourth Sunday. So look forward to that this Sunday. Haven't decided.
Is that this
down
Sunday?
to 2 topics. Yep,
All right. I'll
2
I'll be
topics.
there
We
to
haven't
be first.
decided yet, but we'll see. We'll see you then.
Sounds
Fantastic.
good.
Levi, you're next.
Well, Hamvention's over, so the fun's over for me. We're in the busiest week of the year in my business. So I am thoroughly getting my booty kicked and handed to me at work for probably the next couple weeks. So just making the live stream and stuff will be the challenge at hand. But other than that, I'm looking forward to playing with some of these new toys and maybe getting a video out or two. But yeah, for the next couple of weeks, it's nose to the grindstone and get through the busiest couple of weeks of the year for us.
Especially this weekend, it's going to be everybody's out doing projects. So.
Absolute zoo. And it finally warmed
you
up
got
a
3 to
little
4
bit
day
here.
weekend for people. So yeah.
Right. Yeah, it started today. We got annihilated today.
Wow.
Did I burn the 22?
The 2-2.
Oh no! It ended up in the garbage behind.
I wanted that as a souvenir, dude. I
promptly
I
ended
paid
up in the
$500
garbage.
for that damn thing.
Levi watched.
Josh,
and
where
you
do
all
I wind up
watched-
at?
Levi watched it, and you all saw it on camera. It immediately came off of my ass and got a mud hole stomped in it.
And someone send me, if someone has a picture of it, can they send it to me? I'd like to make a 3D printable model of him.
Hey, we could set up a merch shop. I'll split the profits with you, Paul.
Paul, you just got to make it a bobblehead. That's
Or
all.
yeah, I was fixing to say we can do a bobblehead.
A bobble
I was
ass.
gonna say, too bad Jody's not in the chat. I'd tell him to go watch the video. I guarantee you, he'd come up with some memes on it.
Right.
Oh, that's
Josh,
funny.
where did the 2-2 wind up?
In the garbage can behind WB4GBI's flea market booth.
It'd be a bobble hip, like the hula girls, the little hula ones on the dashboard.
I wouldn't discount that you may or may not see that 2-2 again.
Well, given that I know who was at that booth, I would not be surprised. Let me show you all something.
Tim, if you know who has that, please let me know. I want that.
My boss saw the 2-2 video, and I made no bones about it. I don't care. But there was a little meme made that actually made me laugh. Y'all ready for this?
Yes.
Y'all ready for this?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Too much fun.
Actually, so
Hey, can I get the QR code for the link?
I'm gonna say this, and nobody really talked about it, but you weren't the only one that looked like that at Hamvention.
That's true.
Oh,
Yeah,
we talked
Josh was
about that in
telling
the
us about
background.
the tail. That's all I'm going to say is the tail.
There was. Well, I'm not going to get into it. But there were some kilts too, but kilts in Scotland are a total different thing. That's
Yeah, I don't mind a kilt.
Let's just say there was a few alternative lifestyle attired individuals.
That's
Good
nice.
point. And there was also a big conversation about it on 7200. If you were on 7200 Sunday afternoon, shame on you. Anyway, they did not talk about the 2-2 on 7200. It was just the alternate lifestyles, so to speak. Okay. Michael in 3MFL, obviously moves coming up this week. Anything else? You going to document the move or anything?
Yeah, I got some cameras. I've already got stuff set up in the truck. I've been working on setting the truck up, and I bought one of those little Polaroid cameras. So I will be taking a boatload of Polaroid pictures the whole way out. I also
did they save digitally too, so you can share them digitally?
No, this isn't a digital one. That'd be cool though. But no, it's just like an Instamatic Polaroid. It's the Fuji film one. The the pictures come out very nice. Here, this. I was actually surprised at how good this was. Let me see. Do I still have it? Yeah. I mean, it is a Polaroid picture. That was the test picture.
Yep, I remember you taking that last week.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
and
that's
I fussed about your glasses.
Yeah, right. So yeah, that's the test picture. So yeah, it's I've got that. I'm also taking Mr. Osbod here, and putting him on the dash. I can actually attach him to my phone, because it does come with a micro USB-C on it, so I can plug it into my phone and I can live stream. My battery won't last that long, but so I might just switch over to a power cord on it. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna throw some live streams out there if anything interesting or fun happens while I'm out there. So it's gonna be a blast. It's gonna be a blast. You guys do not realize how happy I am. I am phenomenally happy right now. I've never been so happy in my 53 years of life. Just saying.
I still can't fathom that you're 53, but
What?
we've had this conversation.
Dude, look at
really.
this beautiful face. Are you kidding me?
That does not look like a 53-year-old face. That looks like a maybe 42, 43-year-old face.
Dude, shit
Oil of Olay.
does not. What was that, Paul?
Oil of Olay works wonders.
Yeah, right. No,
The commercial says it works.
Wow, it
I
ain't
guess.
working on me.
Tim, did I hit you or did I skip you?
You skipped me, but that's okay.
I'm sorry. Take your turn, Tim.
I'll kids treat me that way too. So it's
I just looked over and I'm like, I forgot Tim, I think.
yeah. So I got a few antennas I want to get out and start radiating with. So I'll probably do that this weekend. I'm sure I'll record something. I will be live streaming Sunday morning from the park. I was just looking at the weather right now. Potentially at least Sunday morning, we're going to be in the mid 70s already. So I'll be outside on the back of the truck. I'm looking forward to that. I as much as I enjoy the ease of the ATOS, I would rather have a wire hanging out the back and doing it live that way. So that's what I will be doing.
Cool. Now for the the associate producer extraordinaire, Marvin. How about you?
What about Pepe? You forgot Pepe.
I'm coming to
Pepe.
Pepe.
Yeah,
He's
go
our
Pepe
special. No, he's our
No, he
special
gets
guest.
to go
He gets
last.
to close us out.
Or
So I put this video out at Hamvention. I interviewed a lot of people throughout the Hamvention there, and I kind of took a compilation of people and created this video. It's on my YouTube channel currently, and I think there's some pretty good responses out there on some of those, and there's some people in there you probably will recognize along the way as well. So go check that out over on my channel. I'll put a link in the chat in just a second here, unless somebody beats me to it. But it's kind of a cool video, something very unique, something very different that I don't think anybody had ever really done before, and I thought it was kind of cool. So that was kind of one of my specialty things I created for the year and I wanted to do, and I thought that was kind of fun. So again, there might be quite a few people. There's some POTA people in there, and some other people you might recognize from other places as well. So I won't spoil the fun, but it's a pretty cool video. So I'm hoping to get a lot of good views off of that one. It kind of takes a little bit of a hit and it gets some good views on it. So if you haven't seen it yet or you haven't got to it, go check it out. Thank you, EOD for Kaboom, for posting that. Appreciate it. This weekend is kind of a big weekend for me. It's Memorial Day weekend. I'm going to get a 4-day weekend off, which is kind of cool because I normally have Mondays off. I also get Tuesday off as my day off then. So I'll get Tuesday off as an additional day. And so I'm going to try and get a couple of things done. One of the things I've got to get, though, I absolutely have to get done first is the gate to the fence for the apple orchard. That has to get built and get done. And then I just got in this evening my little for some reason my 4-wheeler battery was kind of drained. I don't know what happened there. So I tried to charge up with a little 1.5 amp battery charger. I didn't have the bigger one. And it's at my other place. Unfortunately, it's not always in the place where you need it. And so I got to get that battery charged up if it's not been charged up over this past week on that little 1.5 amp battery charger. But I've got a little battery pack down here I bought that came from Amazon. It's kind of cool. So, and those are pretty slick little, quick jump packs that'll work. So I'm charging it currently, and we'll be down there tomorrow night and spend the time at the shed this weekend, and hoping to play a little radio too over Memorial Day weekend. I don't know of any special events that are going on right off the top of my head. I haven't really looked those up yet, but I'm sure there'll be a couple of veteran ones potentially over the weekend here of some sort. So, but I hope everybody gets out and kind of, remembers the reason for the weekend, and enjoy some time out as well. it looks like it's going to be some nice weather up here in the Wisconsin side, and so I'm certainly looking forward to that. And hopefully spending some just good times outside. I sit inside the computer, all day long, and I come home and work on videos and other editing stuff, and I never get any time to go outside and play. So it's like it's worth it. So I did get the radio, the FTM 400 programmed up with the new code plug for this area, which is kind of cool. I'm pretty excited about that. And I'm also preparing and leaving for 2 weeks. And so I'll be out of stream again, Josh, for probably 2 weeks in June on the cruise to Alaska. So I'm going with a guy from Tennessee, and we're going to, in fact, I need to reach out to Dan up in Alaska and see if we can go do a POTA with him again. He was out of country or out of Alaska last year in the lower 48 when I was there. So I'm hoping to go do another POTA in Alaska this year. And we'll be actually doing one in Denali National Park as well with my buddy Mark KD4 EYF. So that will be fun here in mid-June. So,
like I said, you got to text me the night before you go out because I need Alaska.
I will. Yep, I got your number now. So yeah, we'll do it.
I just realized we lost Dinner Dave again.
You lost him again, huh?
Yep. All right, Pepe, thank you for coming on tonight. It was great having you on, and great having an eyeball QSO with you there in Dayton. A couple of eyeball QSOs. Anything you got to add, or anything fun coming up this week for you?
Well, first, I enjoyed it very much to be at Hamvention and meet you in person. I'm sorry for those I didn't met. But there was so a lot of people that it was hardly to catch up everybody. I think we missed something this show, so I will do it. A big shout out to all the volunteers at Hamvention. That was such a great organization. For example, with the parking. On Sunday, I parked at the high school, and there was a school bus waiting, bringing me to the Hamvention area. And even for the last half a mile, there was these golf carts waiting, bringing you to the entrance. Well, that was a really great service. So that was impression. And maybe I think what my learnings are. First, I missed to make a selfie with everybody I met, and I'm a little bit sorry about that I don't have now this as a souvenir. So please, everybody who had made a selfie with me, please send me this picture over mail or Discord. I'm good on Curacet. That's one thing. And the second is I went to the flea market on Saturday after the rain, and there were already, a third of our vendors were gone because they were already sold out, or because of they were not prepared for the rain, which I was wondering, because everybody knows that it's raining in Hamvention every day, or at least every day. So there was a lot of empty spaces where you could saw that there was somebody but already left. So my learnings is next time going to the flea market on Friday morning, the vendors in the halls will still be there on Saturday. And yes, same problem as the Hamfest in Europe. On Sunday, it's quite empty, but I know that also from Friedrichshafen, the European Hamfest. I'm looking forward to Huntsville. I have already booked the flights, the RV, and the campsite in Montesano State Park, and will be there from Monday to Monday, a full week. I'm looking forward to meet you all again. And what's next week? We get some sunny weather, about 75 degrees Fahrenheit here in the mountains. And I'm looking forward for some SOTA, doing some SOTA. I'm sorry, without video. So thank you for having me in the show. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Of
We
course.
love having you there.
Glad
Pepe.
having you here. you're welcome back anytime. As a matter of fact, we can talk about this offline, but if you're going to Friedrichshafen, I might want to have you back on around Friedrichshafen to talk over that a little bit, because that's a big deal. The biggest one in Europe. So we'll talk about that offline.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, this year I won't be in Friedrichshafen. It doesn't. My wife is working that weekend, and so I have to stay at home for my little boy. Oh, little he's 10 and a half, not so little anymore. But I can't leave him for a whole weekend at home, and taking with him, well, then it's not fun for me, because unfortunately he's not interested in radio.
Oh.
I don't know what I made wrong. I'm sorry.
Dude, it's not your fault. He'll come around.
Yeah. And Pepe, thank you for bringing up the volunteers. The volunteers at Xenia, the fairgrounds, fantastic. Y'all did a great job. Y'all know how to do it. So thank you from all of us here. Also, Chris Gannon brings up a good point here. KE8 UGS. Hamfest lost and found guys need a shout out too. People turned in a lot and recovered a lot. Definitely paid it forward. And that is something that I have learned about this hobby is most, I can't say 100%, but 99% of hams are honest and they're going to do the right thing.
I'm just saying, if I find an FTDX 10 sitting in the grass that nobody's claimed, yeah, I don't know if I can turn that in.
Okay, there's that 1%. Of course, it's got to be Michael. But
well,
real quick, I will give a quick shout out to that, because I was sitting on a bench next to one of the buildings with Vern and his wife, and Vern 6, and I had my bag there, and I had my water bottle, and whatever, and I, I had a little bag with a, in fact, that was, I think, this hat here, and one of my Hamvention t-shirts in it. And I got up and I went over to talk to the guys at the Flag and Torch Society and kind of thank them for some of their helping out with Winter Field Day. And I got up and just stood up and walked over there. I didn't think nothing about it, and had my stuff there and walked off and went to my truck after that and walked out for the night. And I got home, I was like, "Where's my white bag at?" I was like, "What happened to that?" I was like, "Oh crap!" I was like, "Where's my hat and shirt?" And so I said, "Well, I'll go out to my truck in the morning. I'll look for it then." Nope, didn't see it there either, because I had a rental truck. So that was, it was easy to, spot anything that was missing in there. And so I went back to the main, the fair office building, like building 1. They had a little office on the side. And I was like, "Are you looking for this white bag?" I was like, "It's got a hat and shirt in it." It's like, "Yep." I was like, "Cool." So, I mean, you're right. When people are honest, somebody turned it in.
Oh, yeah.
And I was actually feeling very fortunate. So thank you to that person. Who did that, because it was kind of like, oh no, he's like, I really wanted the hat and really wanted the shirt, and it's like, there's the Hamvention. It's like, I don't know if I can get my size or any more left. And so it's one of those things I kind of collect every year when I go to Hamvention. So I've got shirts from going back to probably 2016, 2017. So yeah, so if people are honest, and I really appreciate that. That's very true. And
yeah, absolutely. All right, well, I'm gonna wrap us up here. Pepe, if you want to stick with us, we talk in the back room after the show, but appreciate everybody tonight, and we'll pick back up next week. Now, that said, I wanted to do one thing real quick, and I just took it away. But this weekend, I'm reminded that this weekend is Memorial Day, and yeah, there'll be a lot of cookouts. We're going to one ourselves. There'll be a lot of, fireworks and things like that around town. But a lot of people don't remember what Memorial Day is for. This weekend, my challenge to you, to everybody under the sound of my voice, is to remember what this weekend is for. Between, the war that founded our country and all the wars that have happened since, WW1, WW2, Korea, Vietnam, War on Terror, and even what's going on right now in Iran. I want you to remember all the soldiers that we've lost, and the soldiers, airmen, Marines. I don't know what the rest of them are called. If I'm being fair, Coast Guard people, Space Force people, all them. Remember them and their families. And be grateful that they've given us a a great place to live and call home, and have freedom to talk on radios and to do our daily lives and that kind of stuff. So please remember the fallen service members this weekend. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next week.